Okay, hello, Joe Franco here, and instead of writing out a long post and giving a recap on the show, I thought it would be best fitting to do a little video here about what transpired, how it all turned out, and just many thanks to everyone that was involved. This is my fourth time promoting the spring show for the OCB, and this is the first time that I made it a pro qualifier. So with that said, I was expecting an increase in competitors from the previous years, but nothing like what we what we ended up having. And that final number was, over 100 competitors. Unfortunately, a couple people couldn't make it, so the final tally was 103, and it was more exciting than previous shows, only for the fact that it was a bigger challenge on my behalf and the whole crew helping me out. So I can't thank all the competitors and everyone that was involved enough for this, great weekend that we had. It all starts with really, thanking the woman that runs the whole facility. Her name's Christine. She's been there with me since 2006 and has always been a great help, a great supporter of bodybuilding competitions. So that really does help because, as you know, as a promoter, one of the hardest things is finding a good location and keeping it. So a million thanks to her for allowing us to use, one of the first-rate facilities in New Jersey. So, thanks, Christine. And then even before that, even after that, I got to thank the crew. I've had a lot of people come back over and over again to help me out at these shows. And really, I plan, I organize, I do the work, the emails, the ordering of everything. But that day is really all about the judges, the expediters, people helping up front. The ushers that I have, making sure people go in the right area. If without those people, and you know who you are, it's going to take too long to name everyone. The show wouldn't be as successful as it has. I received comments how organized everything is, how well the day moves. Well, it's the expeditors, the judges, and the ushers, and everyone that I credit. It's all them, because really my job during that day of the show itself is just motoring around, making sure everyone's okay. So unfortunately, I don't see as much of the show as I like to. I'll sit and watch a few classes, but then I'll go up front, then I'll go in the back. I check in with the judges, check in with the music guy, the DJ, the photographer, everything. So it's really, I just do circles, and in between, maybe eating a couple bites here or there, talking to the competitors, getting to know them, and it's a big thanks for them. As far as getting this feedback I've been getting already, which is really nice to hear, and really also goes back to all the help that I get. Sounding corny here, it's about relationships, and it's really about trusting each other and having a good time with that. And that tends into the next little thing I was going to talk about. Not only getting nice feedback on the show, but hearing those who've once competed in different shows were very discouraged, and then they didn't think about competing again. So they said, all right, let me try this show out. And we gave them a great experience, so they're motivated to compete once again, And that's where it really comes to everyone helping me out, doing a great job in the relationships that we build, because we're proof that, good things can happen to you if you put your hard work in it. As far as the number of competitors, I mentioned that already, but the quality was just ridiculous. I would watch some of the classes from the front, and then during the awards, I hang out in the back, and purposely I like to hand the awards out so I could see the placements and I could see everyone up close, and I was just blown away. Even from the juniors, the number of competitors, I never had that many in junior. They were like, you got to be kidding me. Those few guys that finished, in the top half, I was just floored. Being teenagers, early 20s, and having that much muscle and knowing that much about bodybuilding, I give them all the credit in the world, and they have a bright future. And that goes for just about almost all the classes. The novice classes for both figure and bodybuilding were very deep as far as quality goes. For the open classes for both figure and bodybuilding, again, I was just floored by it. The top 3 finishers for each figure in bodybuilding were, all pro card deserving. And it's just so much fun watching them at the end going for that final push for the pro card. Really, I mean, that's just really it. So it's just a million thanks to everyone that came out and helped. I can't appreciate it enough. On to the next one, coming up in August. And then next year, the word is out, we're going to be tying a pro class, men's and IFPA pro show, men's and women bodybuilding onto the show. So it's going to be even bigger next spring, and we're ready for it. We can accommodate the large numbers. We found that out this past weekend, but that was also a little anxiety. But again, we made enough room backstage. The flow was really good. The prejudging was pretty much flawless, and that was the most important thing to me, getting that prejudging done on time as far as nice flow, everyone being on stage. And I tell you, they were worked. We saw people huffing and puffing, but I don't blame them because they were on stage. Some classes were reaching 15, 18 minutes, and this is for like the novice divisions. So that just shows you how tight the competition, and the judges really put their work in and did a fine job as far as the placements go. I'm going off and on here because I wasn't really prepared to say anything specific, just going through the day. And that's really it. Any other questions about shows, contest prep, what have you, always feel free to hit me up. Send me a message, post it on Facebook. And thank you again, guys. Couldn't have done it without you.